Grandma, I hope that this is your number. Are you there? It's me. It's Maya, your granddaughter.
Oh, Maya. What a surprise to hear from you, my sweet grandchild. How are you? Oh, my, would you look at that? It seems that you've got a smartphone now. You're growing up so fast.
Yes, I've got a phone now. My mom objected to me getting it, though. She says that it's too early for a 10-year-old to have a phone and that I don't really need one. Dad told me to keep it a secret from her. He said that it didn't matter because I actually do need it in case something happens.
I see what you mean, dear. I will tell you also to listen to your father. He's definitely right about that. It's best to have a phone with you at all times, especially with your father being away from home so often. He's working away from home a lot, isn't he? Right? If you need to get in contact with anyone and you can't reach your mom or dad in a hurry, you tell your old grandma, okay? Please contact me if you need anything, okay, Maya?
Okay, Grandma, I will do that. You're very sweet to me. I better go, Grandma. Mom just got home. I better hide this phone somewhere. I will talk to you later. Have a nice rest of your day, Grandma. Love you.
Yes, you better go, my dear. Talk to you later, my dear Maya. Sending lots of love to you. Say hi to your dad for me.
Hey, Valerie, it's Candace. I need to ask you a big favor, but I'm sure you'll be able to do it. I'm coming by to drop off Maya and Melanie over to yours, and they'll stay with you. If I could leave them with you to take care of them until tomorrow night, that would be greatly appreciated.
I'm sorry, what? You want me to take care of them until tomorrow night? What's going on? Has something happened?
I know this is all very sudden and might be a bit of an inconvenience for you. I just really need this favor, okay? My friend invited me on a trip and I just couldn't refuse them. I really need someone to look after the kids. You live close by and it would only be until tomorrow night.
And you intend to depart at this time of night? What time do you call this? The kids should be in bed at this time and you're leaving them now?
Look, my friend is quite spontaneous, so I personally don't find leaving at this time unusual. I can't just say no to a trip like this. It's urgent. My husband is on a business trip overseas, so you're the only one who can take care of the kids. It won't be for that long, I promise. Well, I've got to get going now, so thank you in advance for looking after the girls.
Just hold up, Candace. You can't just leave in such a hurry. I'm not at my house right now either.
I'm sorry, what? What do you mean you're not at home? You're a homebody? You're always at home. Why aren't you there?
I've been at my husband's parents' house since this morning. I've been looking after them since they're so old now. That's why I'm not at my house right now.
What? No way. So you're really not at home? Well, that's not good now, is it? What am I supposed to do? This is giving me so much trouble already. Why is this happening right now? It's so inconvenient.
Why can't you leave the girls at your parents' house? Don't they live pretty close to here? They're in the next town, so it's not so far away from you to take the girls there. Why don't you ask them whilst you're on your way to your trip?
I don't really want to ask them when I can ask you. It's not a good idea to send the girls there. What am I supposed to do if I can't give the girls to you?
Well, if that doesn't work for you, or you refuse to do that, then maybe you'll just have to give up on going away, because it's not the best time to leave your kids anyways.
But I really need to leave for this trip. I need you to look after the girls. My friend really needs me right now. It's kind of urgent. This is really starting to be a pain in the backside. Is there no way you can take the girls?
I don't know what else to tell you, Candace. I'm sorry, but that's the way things go sometimes. Your friend is going to have to go on the trip by themselves. Also, please don't leave Maya in charge of looking after the house and her little sister. She's not old enough, and you're their mother. You need to take care of them. Don't even think about leaving them alone by themselves.
But I really need to go with my friend. I can't help the situation I'm in. What can I do now? I guess I'll need to do what must be done.
Maya, my dear, are you there? Are you doing all right? I really hope that your mother is still in the house with you. Maybe she's still there? If you can't find your mother, you need to reply to me, okay? I'm a little worried about the situation. If you get into any trouble at all, you can contact me, okay? No matter what time of the night it is, please contact me, okay, sweetie? You let me know when you get my message. I love you, my dear.
Grandma? Grandma, are you there? Please reply. I really need to talk to you. I'm sorry it's so late, but I really need to speak with you.
Oh, Maya, you got back to me. Sweetie, are you all right? What's going on? Did something happen to your mother?
There's a fire in the backyard of our house. Grandma, please come and help us. We really need you.
Oh my God, what? There's a fire in your yard. How did that even happen, Maya?
Melanie, she said that she was feeling cold. She set fire to the fallen leaves that came off of our tree in the garden.
Oh my Lord, why would she do that? You need to call 911 immediately. The fire brigade need to come and put it out, otherwise it's going to take over your yard and could burn down your house.
Wait a second, I think everything is okay now. I found a bucket on the side of the house that had some water in it. So I poured it on the fire and I put it out right then and there. I'm pretty sure it's out, so it's okay. But the fire did burn part of the lawn, so it will look brown in the daylight.
I see. It's all right, sweetheart. At least you've got the fire out. You got it out, that's the main thing. Thank God for that.
Yeah, I got it out. I should have been watching Melanie more closely. I'm not a very good big sister, am I?
Maya, that's not true. You're a great big sister. What I want to know is why was there a fire started in the first place? You do know that children shouldn't be playing with fire, right, sweetie?
I know that, Grandma. I should have known better. I'm really sorry. We won't do it again.
It's okay, but you just have to be more careful. You're with Melanie right now, right? You're both together at your house, is that right?
Yes, Melanie is with me outside in the yard. We're at home.
Okay, that's good to know. But I don't understand. What are you both doing in the garden at this time?
Well, the garden is full of fallen leaves. The tree has been losing a lot of its leaves, so we are tidying up the yard.
Maya, that's very sweet that you want to clean up the yard and help your parents by doing chores. But you do know what time it is, right, sweetie?
Of course I know what time it is, Grandma. It's dark, so it's nighttime. It's very dark, so I assume it's very late.
Yes, it's very late, my dear. Please go back inside the house and get ready for bed.
But we can't get inside, Grandma. That's why we're outside in the yard.
Huh? What do you mean you can't get inside? Is there something wrong with the door?
We can't get inside because the door is locked. We don't have a key to get inside the house.
I'm sorry, sweetie, I don't understand. What? You don't have a key? What happened to your mother? Where is she right now? Did something happen to her? Is she hurt? Is she inside the house and you just can't see her?
She's not here, Grandma. Mom still hasn't come home. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know where she is right now.
Your mother hasn't come home. I can't believe this. I told your mother to cancel the trip that her friend invited her on, and if she couldn't find someone to look after you and your sister...
I think I know what Mom did. I think she left the house after Melanie and I went to school this morning. Maybe. I'm not sure.
I'm sorry, what do you mean, dear? Are you saying that she left the house during the day whilst you both were at school? Not at nighttime?
Yeah, perhaps that's what happened. Melanie and I went to school during the day, so everything was fine. After school finished, we went home, but Mom wasn't there, so I found it a bit unusual. I couldn't get into the house because I don't have a key to unlock the front door. Every door is locked, so we can't get inside. So I went to find a public payphone to call Mom. I got in contact with her, but she was speaking really quickly. She said we should go to Grandma's house. Then she hung up the phone. But it didn't make sense what she said. I knew you were away, so we couldn't go to your house.
Oh, my dear. So you've both been in the garden this whole time, since you finished school?
Yeah. We've been outside for a while. We started to get cold, so that's why we tried to make a bonfire, and then it got out of control and I had to put it out.
Yeah, you said before that Melanie tried to start a fire to keep you both warm. What happened to the tools that you used to make the fire?
We know that Mom sometimes smokes outside when she's super stressed about things. I think Melanie knew that Mom kept a lighter on the deck, so she grabbed it to start a fire.
Oh my, really? And so that's how you were able to start a fire. This is unbelievable. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Oh, my sweet grandchildren, even though it's your garden, you can't stay outside forever, okay? I'm going to sort things out and see what we can do now. Just hang on a minute and I'll get back to you. I'll talk to you soon. Maya, my sweet grandchild, are you there? I've sorted out what we're going to do with the both of you. I just got in contact with your aunt, your dad's sister. Apparently she's going to come and pick you both up in 15 minutes. It might get colder outside as it's so late at night, so you and Melanie need to stay still and keep each other warm. Don't move around too much so that your aunt can find you easier. I told her where to go, so she should be able to find you.
Okay, Grandma. We'll stay put until Auntie arrives. Thank you for helping us out, Grandma.
No problem, my dear, but just one more thing. If something like this happens again, don't be afraid to contact me sooner, okay? It is much easier to contact someone earlier so that things can be done when there's more light and you're not getting cold outside, okay, sweetheart?
I'm sorry, Grandma. I just didn't want to disturb you because I know how busy you are looking after people. I thought I was able to look after us.
It's okay, Maya. None of this is your fault. You're not the one who should be in charge. It should be your mother, and she has let you down today. You're usually a good girl, Maya, so if the situation calls for it, you can call on me when there's trouble or you need help. I don't think you're being a nuisance at all. You're just trying to do what's right. When you and your little sister need help with anything, it is our duty as a grandmother and aunt to help you out. We aren't going to let you do things by yourselves.
That's very true, Grandma. You're so sweet and kind to us. Thank you so much for your help. We really appreciate it.
Candace, what the heck do you think you're up to? I can't believe what you did to your own children. You need to get back home immediately. I am so outraged by what you did.
Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, is this you, Valerie? Oh, my dear mother-in-law, hello. What's happening on this fine morning, huh? Oh, so you want me to come back? Well, it's a bit difficult to say when I'll be back right now, you see. I'm staying at a place that's more than 3 hours away from home, so I can't just, come back like that.
Do you even know what happened yesterday? Maya and Melanie couldn't get into the house when they came home from school. They didn't have a key to unlock the house, so they were stuck outside.
I'm sorry, what? I don't get what you mean. How could they have been locked outside?
Geez, Candace, think about it. What did you think would happen as a result of you just leaving without saying anything?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Valerie. I had to leave because my friend needed me.
You know what season it is right now, Candace. The temperature drops really quickly at nighttime. It was pretty cold outside for the girls who were waiting for their mother to come home. It looks like they were keeping warm by making a bonfire from the fallen leaves they've collected in the backyard.
I beg your pardon? The girls started a bonfire? Are you being serious right now?
I heard that they used the lighter that you usually leave on the wooden deck outside.
The lighter outside? I don't know anything about that. What are you talking about, Valerie? Are you making this up?
Why would I make this up? Are you kidding me, Candace? It looked like the fire burnt some of the lawn and it's all charred.
They actually started a fire? That's insane! Why would they do something like that for?
Apparently Maya was able to extinguish the fire with a bucket of water. With her quick thinking, she was able to save herself, her little sister, and leave the house intact.
I really can't believe this. I'm in complete shock. I can't believe something like this would happen. And I've hardly been away that long.
Candace, have you really got nothing else to say about why this happened in the first place?
Well, I'm just glad that the house didn't burn down. We could have lost all of our belongings and have nowhere to live. Anyways, when it comes to Maya and Melanie, I'll scold them when I get back home. They know not to play with fire.
Why would you even scold them when they were trying to keep warm? You'll do no such thing to my grandchildren.
What? Excuse me? What makes you think you can tell me how to discipline my own children, Valerie?
Candace, you basically lied to all of us, especially to me. When you asked me to look after Maya and Melanie, you had already left for your trip without getting them a proper carer. When Maya called you on a public payphone, you told her to go to my house and you just hung up on her. She knew that I wasn't there and didn't want to bother me. You just created something out of nothing and just ditched them. You contacted me right after that and asked me to take care of it. You just left the rest up to me when you knew I wasn't at home. Maya knew I wasn't home and that I was away taking care of other people. She didn't seem to want to rely on me because of that. That's why she took so long to get in touch with me.
But I don't get how this is my fault. I asked if you could take care of the girls. You were so close and I thought you would be back soon enough anyways.
They couldn't get inside, Candace, because you had locked the door behind you. Melanie couldn't stand being out in the freezing cold weather, so she tried to make a bonfire. I absolutely don't blame her for trying to do that because the girls could have gotten hypothermia, and she used the lighter that you used to smoke your dirty cigarettes with outside.
I don't know about what lighter you're talking about, Valerie. I don't smoke at all.
Luckily, Maya was able to deal with all of this in a calm manner. She was able to contact me about what was going on.
Okay, where are the girls now then if they aren't at the house?
My daughter's husband is currently looking after them. They're inside in the warmth where they should be, not freezing to death outside. I'm also just finishing up some errands at my in-laws' house. I'm heading home shortly on the first plane that I can get out of here this morning.
Ah, so you weren't even in town. I see what's going on now. At least the girls are with family. If that's the case, I don't have to come home yet. I can still stay and have a good time with my friend.
What the heck, Candace? Are you serious? You're not even going to leave after everything that happened? Don't you realize that your girls could have died in the cold? Do you really think I'm going to tolerate this sort of nonsense from you? Do you realize how much of an unfit parent you're being right now?
Valerie, what are you talking about? I feel like you're just overreacting a little bit. The girls are in a warm house now, so what's the big deal?
I really can't believe what you're saying right now. For starters, there's a whole lot of suspicion about why you went on this trip with your friend.
Some suspicion? Well, what's so suspicious about going on a trip with a good friend? I'm allowed to do that sometimes, am I not?
So you going off in the middle of the day while your children are still at school and they come home to find the house locked up and their mother gone, that makes sense to you, does it? I'm sure that my son will have a fair idea about what's going on if I tell him what's happened. Don't you think I haven't found out what you're doing, Candace?
Excuse me? What are you saying? What could you have possibly have on me? Wait, no way. My husband can't know what's going on if he isn't here, right? Surely you don't know anything about what's going on. How can an old bag like you find out what I'm doing? Valerie, you need to answer me right now. Something terrible has happened. My life is completely ruined. Did you find out that I had a boyfriend? Apparently my husband knows everything about him. I thought I had it well hidden. He's breaking up with me. And now he's divorcing me for it. How could he do this to me when I was trying to keep my boyfriend out of sight? I thought nobody knew.
Candace, you do realize that it's not my fault that you both broke up, right?
What do you mean? How else could he have found out? Aren't you the one who told him?
Well, my son is very smart, Candace. He realized what was happening for himself. I didn't have to tell him. Once he knew it was for certain that you were cheating behind his back, he came to me for advice.
What do you mean? He actually knew what I was doing? And then he came to you about it?
He knew quite a bit about the other man, Candace. Is the man in question a husband of one of your friends from your school days? It seems to be that these cheating dates are a daily occurrence for you. There was an investigation done with the credit bureau as my son didn't know what was going on with the credit cards you use. The report came back and it said you were going away on trips often. You were really involved with this other man, weren't you?
What? He actually used the credit bureau to track what I was doing.
Just as I was thinking of going on a counterattack the next day after my son's business trip ended, then the other day a cheating scandal was carried out by you. It seemed like this was a sudden decision and you were annoyed that my response was delaying you from going, and so you just left Maya and Melanie alone just like that. My son and I will not tolerate this. Divorce is just a natural thing that comes after discovering an affair.
But Valerie, he can't just do this to me. You can't do this to me. Please give me back custody of my children. I'm their mother. At least, can you please give me back Maya or Melanie?
Wow, you're quite persistent, Candace. It seems that your boyfriend has already paid the alimony and apologized for his part in all of this.
This is far from being fair. Even just alimony costs me a lot of money. I can't believe I have to pay for child support as well. This is an absolute scam.
Well, I guess you won't survive unless you get a steady job to pay what you owe.
But I've only been a housewife since I got married. Now
Hey, I think there's a lot of people your age who are working.
What? Please don't mix this whole thing up with a working woman.
Okay, well, what about the wife of the other man then, huh?
Huh? What about her?
I heard that she's got the custody of their child.
What's that got to do with this?
Look, I'm not saying that housewives are bad, but if you're like, I don't want to work, so I'll be a stay-at-home mom, well, that's on you for not having money. I guess the moment you get divorced, you'll just have to pay for your choices.
What? I don't understand.
I thought there wouldn't be a future for me, but at least now it has some meaning in terms of watching you fall.
Excuse me, what does that mean?
It's okay, I don't expect you to understand, Candace, just for others involved.
I'm confused. What? Anyways, there's still been no sign of divorce.
Oh, think again. I just got a message from my son saying that he's filed for divorce from you.
No way. Are you kidding me?
Maybe you thought you were in the clear as it's Saturday and the courthouse might be closed, right?
Well, usually they are, aren't they?
Divorce papers can be received by courts on any day of the year and any time of day.
Is that true? It can't be, surely. I was thinking all weekend about how I could somehow get him to forgive me for what I did. I've made such a big mistake.
Even after the divorce, Candace was apparently still staying in the apartment where her family once lived. She believed that she could keep the room since that was what she wanted in the separation agreement. It seemed like she was thinking of selling the room to pay for her alimony and child support. But she was then informed that the rental property couldn't be sold. She said that she couldn't divide the assets to get what she wanted. It seems that she had no understanding of the types of real estate, and when she learned of this reality, she screamed. Her parents were ashamed of their daughter's ignorance and decided to take over the lump sum payment of alimony and child support from their retirement funds. She was told that she was never to be married again, and so the partner broke up with her. Now she's been thrown into a factory to work by a relative. She spends her days working with tears in her eyes, paying off the debts that she owes her parents.
Hi, Danielle. Guess who this is? Carla? Bingo! Long time no speak. How are you? Did you know we haven't spoken for like 3 years? How have you been? I've been just fine until now. I didn't think you'd ever have the nerve to message me again. What do you want? Jeez, Danielle. It's nice to talk to you, too. No need to be so harsh to your baby sister. Oh, yeah? I can only think of reasons why I should be harsh to you. You couldn't have possibly forgotten, have you? Hold on, let me think for a second. Oh, wait. Are you still mad that I stole your husband from you? You do know that it's been like 3 years since Matthew left you for me, right? Don't you think it's about time you've moved on? We paid you a very generous severance package too, remember? So why hold a grudge? I'm sorry, we? That was Matthew paying me the consolation money. You didn't pay a cent. I should have just sued you personally too. Oh, come on. Besides, what's his is mine and mine is his. It wouldn't have made a difference anyway. You got the cash you asked for in the end. So you should let it go already and just move forward. Oh, don't you worry, Carla, honey. I have moved on. A long, long time ago. I really don't give a damn about you two. Yeah, right, Danielle. You don't have to act so strong. No, I mean it. I don't care about you or Matthew. I'm acting dry right now because I'm simply not interested in having a conversation with you. Nothing good would come out of it anyway. So did you need me for something? If not, then I'm done talking to you. Bye. Hold your horse, sister. I do have something to tell you. In fact, I have many things. What is it? Well, first and foremost, Matthew and I have officially tied the knot. I see. After he left you 3 years ago, we took it nice and slow to deepen our bond. We traveled and experienced all kinds of things together. It was fantastic! We figured it was time to start our family, so we got married 3 months ago. And on top of getting married, we started a brand new life in the center of the city. Okay, sounds great. Hey, I'm not done. This is the best part. So, we moved in today to our new condo. And guess where we're living? I don't know. I don't care. But I'm sure you're going to tell me anyway. Oh my God, you're not going to believe it! We're living in the same building as you! However, the biggest difference is that we're living on the top floor, lol. Come again? You moved into the same condo? On the 30th floor? Yes! Isn't that amazing? I know you live on a floor without the view of the city, right? It's such a bummer you don't get the gorgeous view this building has. I think I'm literally at the peak of my life right now. You know, it was completely spontaneous of Matthew. One day he just told me that we were moving. I never imagined that we'd move to a top room of a skyscraper. Wait, are you sure we're talking about the same building? I've been in and out frequently today and I didn't see any moving truck. I can usually spot one when someone's moving. Oh, we were super quick. We've always been minimalist, so we didn't have much luggage. I recall both of you having loads of stuff, but okay. Wait, though, how do you know I live here? I never told you my address when I moved in. Matthew said he found out randomly when he first came here with the agent. He said he saw you by the elevators and saw it stop on your floor. I see. But it doesn't matter how we found out. All that matters is that we're rich and happy and you're not, lol. I beg your pardon. What the hell is that supposed to mean? You know, I'm living on the top floor of one of the best residencies in the city, with the man I took from you. It can't get any better than that, don't you think? I've proven myself that I am so much better than you. You think you're better than me because you live on the upper floor? And because you stole my ex-husband? Of course! Don't you know there's a hierarchy among the residents? Don't you live on, what, the 2nd floor? That is so low, lol. I, on the other hand, am on the 30th floor. There's a 28th floor difference! I chose to live on the 2nd floor because I don't like heights, which I'm sure you're aware of. And the top floor is expensive for the views, yes. But I wouldn't call that a hierarchy. You shouldn't say such things because it makes you look low, actually. The residents here have class, so they don't think like that. Sure, whatever, loser. Lol. FYI, we live in 3001. If you want a piece of our new, astonishing life, feel free to swing by. Or maybe we'll see you around in the lobby. Holler if you see us. If you can, that is. Lol. Huh? 3001? That can't be. My friend lives there. Carla, are you listening? Hello? Hey, Eli. Sorry to bother you. I hope you're off work by now, but if not, can you please reply at your earliest convenience? It's kinda urgent.
Oh, hi, Danielle. What's up? Is everything okay?
Well, I hope so. This is actually about your apartment.
My apartment? What do you mean?
I understand that you've been temporarily relocated, but you do intend to return, right?
Yeah, I do. 3001 is my apartment.
Like, you haven't sold the apartment or anything? Or perhaps rented it out?
No, I plan to live in the same apartment after my project is done here, so I'm keeping 3001. And I never rented it out because I wanted to stay in my own apartment when I'm back in town, which is not rare, but my relatives should be house sitting from time to time.
I see.
Why? Is everything okay?
Well, I don't know how else to tell you, so I guess I'll just tell you everything I know. My sister Carla is married to a man named Matthew, who happens to be my ex-husband. She messaged me today to tell me that she moved into one of the apartments of the top floor of our building, and she told me that her apartment is 3001.
What? There must be some mistake. That is not possible. Did she simply give you the wrong number?
I went to check it out myself, and there is certainly someone inside.
What the heck?
Okay, so clearly you don't know what's happening either.
Absolutely not. I never allowed anyone to move into my place while I'm away.
This relative of yours, may I ask who exactly?
He's my cousin from my mother's side. His name is Henry Smith.
Henry? Oh, wow.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I do. He's my sister's ex-boyfriend.
Huh?
This is all so crazy. But I think I know what's going on. I only found out after my divorce, but I've been told that my sister used to mistreat Henry back when they were in a relationship. He's soft, and also younger than my sister, so she used to take advantage of him. She would boss him around and make him do things that were clearly inappropriate. He was practically a slave to Carla.
Wow, I never knew he was treated so badly. So you're saying that she might be doing it again? Using him so that she can get access to my apartment?
I can't be sure with such little information, but that would be my guess.
Okay, well, you know what? I am worried about my apartment and also Henry. I'm gonna jump on the next plane to see what's going on there with my own eyes.
The next plane? Are you sure?
Yeah, it's not a long flight anyway. I know there's a late flight I could probably catch if I head to the airport now. I can't stay long, but I need to know what's happening. Something needs to be done immediately if a stranger is living in my apartment without my permission.
Is there anything I can do while you head over here? Should I call the police?
Let me talk to Henry first. I don't want to put him in a difficult position if he's being used. Please, stay put for now.
Okay, I understand. Can you stop by my place when you arrive?
Yes, I certainly will. I will be arriving quite late, though.
That's okay. Thomas knows about the situation as well. He told me to tell you that you're free to stay at our place if you want to hold any actions till tomorrow.
Ah, that might be super helpful, actually. Thanks so much.
Of course. I will see you when you get here then. Have a safe flight.
Okay, see you soon.
Danielle! You have to help me! What now, Carla? There's a stranger at my door right now. He's banging on the door, yelling that this apartment belongs to him and that I need to get out. I thought this building has good security. What is this freak doing in here? Carla, that is no freak. You were so busy bullying me yesterday that you didn't see my last message. The owner of your apartment is my friend. He's banging on the door to retrieve what belongs to him. Huh? He doesn't own this place. What the hell are you talking about? To make it easier for you to understand, the owner is a relative of Henry's. What? His name is Eli, and he's cousins with Henry. He also happens to be really good friends with my boyfriend Thomas, who I live with on the second floor. Wait, what? You live with your boyfriend? Yes, I do. But is that really important right now? No, it's not. But I never imagined you'd be in a relationship with someone again. But whatever. So you're telling me this place isn't Henry's? I saw him going in and out of this building. That's why I thought... Oh, never mind. No, go on, please. Were you going to say that's why I thought I could take advantage of him again? Take advantage of him? No, why would I do that? Why don't you just admit that you are not the official resident of that apartment, huh? I don't know what you're talking about. I think you do. You just admitted that you thought the apartment was Henry's and not yours. You made it sound like Matthew insisted on moving into this building, but that was just bad acting. The truth is that you found out Henry had some sort of access to an apartment here and you threatened him to hand over the keys. Just as you always mistreated him before, you gave him no choice. Well, it's too bad you didn't give him the chance to tell you that he doesn't live in the apartment. By the way, I've already spoken to Henry, so don't try to lie. You can't fool me, Danielle. I saw him going in and out of this apartment multiple times, alone. He had the keys. How could he not live here? You're trying to trick me. The only person tricking anyone is you. The real owner, Eli, is on a project that has him temporarily relocated to another city. And Eli asked Henry to house sit his apartment while he was away. That's why Henry's been staying at his apartment. You just assumed he lived there and was too stupid to confirm the whole story. What? I don't believe this! So Henry tricked me? I have a message from the real owner. You should pack everything right now and leave today if you don't want any trouble with the police. Police? No, please don't. Danielle, can't you talk to your friend? If he's away for a while, then there should be no problem staying here until he comes back. We'll do a better job house sitting than Carla, you are so lucky Eli has not called the police yet. I told him he could, but he's been generous not to, because you're my sister. But you need to understand that you're breaking a whole bunch of laws by occupying that apartment without proper permission. If the police come, you will be arrested for multiple charges. If you don't want that, then you need to leave now. Of course, if you're okay with becoming a criminal and having a rough life with heroin, that's your choice. No, of course I don't want that! Danielle, come on! You don't want that for your own little sister. I seriously don't mind. Danielle! Well, then leave. But wait, we don't have anywhere to go! We can't possibly live in our old apartment anymore. You think any of us care that you have high standards now? Eli's saying that if you don't tell him that you're leaving within the next 60 seconds, he's calling the police. Huh? Wait! 30 seconds left. Okay! I'll tell him we're leaving! Hey, sis! I know you're in there! Let me in! Oh my god, Carla. Get a life! Why are you so obsessed about living in that apartment? You agreed to leave! No, that's not why I want to come inside. I need you to let me live with you. I beg your pardon? I told you we have nowhere to live! Go back to your old apartment. We can't. Because we've been kicked out from that one too. In fact, we got kicked out right before we moved into your apartment. We were broke and we couldn't pay rent, so the owner kicked us out. I was wandering the streets, looking for a new place to live when I saw Henry enter your building. I didn't think we'd get kicked out again so quickly. I see. So you really have nowhere to go. And we don't have any money because we still have to pay our old landlord the rent we had delayed. Plus, the housing in this neighborhood is so expensive. We're desperate, Danielle. Please, you have to help your sister out. Why on earth do you think I would let you stay with me? Well, it's not so bad, don't you think? We can share Matthew if that's what you'd like. What? Share him? Yes! You were so in love with him before. I know you miss him. We can rotate bedrooms so that we both get to sleep with him. Ew! You are disgusting! You should be ashamed of yourself, Carla. Why not? You know, you must have such a small brain. I just told you the other day that I live with my boyfriend, so I do not love Matthew anymore. Nor do I miss him at all. I moved on a long time ago. And even if I did miss him, I would never share a man with anyone. Especially not my sister, because I am so much better than that. Right, you had a boyfriend. I must have forgotten because I couldn't believe you'd be in a relationship with someone again. Well, I am, and I'm very happy. So anyway, you are not stepping a foot into my apartment. Neither of you are welcomed here. Danielle, please! And for your information, I know you've been wandering around the building for a while now. I wouldn't be surprised if someone had reported you to the police by now. What? In fact, I should call them myself. Would that help you leave for good? We're leaving now! Please don't report us! Well then go away now! And never show yourself in front of us ever again! Bye! I was wondering why she was so afraid of being reported to the police, but then I soon found out that they had been in trouble with the authorities prior to this incident. They'd been reported by the owner and other residents of their old apartment for making noise and tampering with belongings of the facility multiple times. They'd been warned by the police that next time would mean handcuffs, and that's why they wanted to avoid any further encounter. However, since both of them had been disowned by both sides of the family after my divorce from Matthew, they really had nowhere to go. And because of that, it led to them having a huge fight in the streets that the police ended up having to intervene. A religious family member on Matthew's side of the family bailed them out a few days later. Last I heard, the person who bailed them out took the two to a farm on the countryside in hopes that they would straighten themselves by working hard. I don't know if they were able to survive farm life or pay off their debt, but frankly, I don't care. I'm just glad that they're out of my life now.
Hey there, this is Kyle, the guy you had exchanged contact information with earlier. You're the person in charge of my training, right? Kelsey? Well, do you have a second to chat?
Good evening, Kyle. Right now it's a bit past working hours, but I'll be willing to respond to you this one time. Did you need to ask me something?
Sure. I have a complaint to make.
Complaint? Today was your first day coming into the office, so what kind of complaint could you have?
Well, here you go. I want someone else besides you.
Someone else beside me.
The CEO, Mr. Connors, well, he told me that he'd make sure the woman in charge of my training would be both sexy and young. At least that's what he was telling me. I'm not saying you're not sexy or anything, because there's still some curvature to you, but I want someone closer to my age than that of my grandpa's age. You are not what I wanted, so you need to change with someone else. How about that girl 2 seats down from me? She looks like the perfect type of girl that would be able to get my attention. Well, there you go. Get that girl to take your place, please.
You hold it right there, Kyle.
Huh?
I understand that you may not be fond of me training you, but there's no way you can easily ask for someone to take my place now, as we've already started your training.
What? Why can't you just get someone else?
Because I was asked by the CEO personally to come and be your trainer, and unless he is the one telling me to change with someone else, I'm not budging. So unless something serious comes up that gets in our way, you're stuck with me until the very end of your training.
What? Seriously? All I'm asking is for you to let that cute girl take your place.
If you're talking about Lexi, she will be going on short-term leave come next week, so she cannot be your trainer.
Huh? Short-term leave? Is she pregnant or something?
That's right. Right now, it might be hard to tell since her belly isn't too large yet, but she has been feeling worse and worse coming into the office, so she had asked to work from home. Basically, she's on maternity leave and won't be coming back to work for the next 3 or 4 months.
What the heck? Not only is she married, but she's also pregnant? I thought I had just found the perfect girl to flirt with at work and everything. And that's why she didn't really respond to me well earlier when I went and asked her out.
Her husband just so happens to be the son of this company's biggest shareholder, so I would stay away from her if I were you, Kyle.
What? Alright then. Let's just forget about everything I just said there. Jeez, man. I was joking around. Aha!
Yeah, anyway. Tomorrow, would you please try to come into work on time?
Huh?
Today was your first day of work, yet you came in later than asked, and didn't give any of us a call to let us know you would be late. Do you think that's a very good thing to be doing on your first day? I understand that in certain situations, there are emergencies that cause one to be late. But from what you told me, you had just overslept, and that's not a good sign of what's to come to you. So, please, try to be better tomorrow.
What is this? You're upset over something as tiny as that?
Something as tiny as this? You were late to work on your first day, and didn't even have a good reason for it.
I am family with the CEO.
Yes, I'm very much aware of that. And?
The next time I have to hear you being sassy with me, well, we'll see what happens to your place in this company. So watch your tongue, Kelsey.
Kyle, I believe that I told you before that if you're going to be late, I would like you to inform us of that, correct?
Huh? What? It's you again? I'm just running a little late and you're already going on for my ear about it? Shut up. You need to get laid or something.
I think we need to do something about the way you talk and behave around me.
Huh?
If we don't change the way you act right now, then when the time comes that we have customers coming here for visits and you're tasked with going to see them, there will be huge consequences.
Huh?
Now tell me, when are you going to be coming into work today?
I can come there anytime I'd like.
No, you cannot. Just tell me what time you think you can be in by, and I won't escalate this situation any further.
Shut the hell up, you old hag.
Kyle, you have been coming in late to work 3 days in a row now.
You again? Seriously, you start being such an annoying woman way too early in the morning. Everyone is late to work, alright? Why do you always have to dig into me about it?
Everyone, you say?
There are those two from General Affairs who are always coming in at 10 a.m. every day. Why aren't those two getting into any trouble for being late?
That's because those two are part-time workers here.
Huh? Part-timers?
They both are scheduled to work here 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. during the week, and so neither of those two are coming in late. There also happens to be part-time workers here coming in from 11 to 4 p.m. and 9 until 2 p.m. And of course, when they are running late, they call to let the company know. There is not a single person in this company who just shows up whenever they want to without letting anyone at the office know.
What? What the heck? I don't think you can get away with chewing one of the CEO's family members out like this.
And what are you going to do about it?
I'm going back home. Today I'm taking the day off.
What?
And my reason for having to take the day off is this. Due to your horrible behavior towards me, I've been hurt and need to go rest. There. I've told you I'm not coming in. Are you happy?
Excuse me, Kyle.
And later on, telling the CEO about how rude you've been to me, and that something needs to be done about you. I hope you're prepared for that. Ha ha! Excuse me, Kelsey. Do you have a moment to talk with me?
Hello, Mr. Connors. I have time.
For the past few days, you've been the one in charge of training Kyle, correct?
Yes, that's me.
I've heard from the department manager that there have been some issues between you two. I would like to ask you a few more questions in person about how he's doing right now. So would you please be able to stop by my office on your way out of the office today? I really want to know how things have been going these past 3 days.
Understood.
I'm sorry for having to contact you like this. I'm sure you don't find it very professional of me to be contacting you through text, and I bet most of the other employees here would not like that either.
You don't have to worry, Mr. Connors. And thank you for reaching out to me. This is the reason you and I exchanged our phone numbers in the first place, so please do not feel as though it's wrong of you to text me when you have something to tell me.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Now I should be able to come into your office here sooner rather than later, since I'm almost finished with my work for today. Give me about 30 minutes, please.
Sounds good. I'll be waiting. Yo, Kelsey, I'm getting a settlement for you now.
What was that?
I thought about this for a long while as I was riding on the train back home. You have to be screwed in the head chewing one of the CEO's family members out like that. And because of that, you really hurt my feelings. So you're fired. And you'll be paying me $150,000 in damages.
I was wondering what you were going to say to me this time. Unfortunately, the CEO of this company is a bit more mature than you, and he will not ever fire me over something as ridiculous as your claim.
It's because the CEO is so smart and mature that he'll be siding with me on this one. Are you ready for this, Kelsey? I'm not just the new boy in town, but a relative of the CEO. And that means I sit right next to the CEO on the company ladder. I'm his only family in the company, making me the next in charge. And I'm pretty sure that soon he'll be asking me to take his place as the next CEO. Therefore, I have every right to fire you when I want to. And then, I will use one of his company's lawyers to take you to court and get that settlement. To sum it all up for you, this is the law of the jungle. That means, including you, must bow down to me, or else you will be killed off. If you understand what I'm saying, then this means you're fired, and you owe me $150,000.
Is that right, Kyle? Understood. Then I will hand in my resignation.
Oh, gonna suck having to wake up tomorrow and not have a job again, right?
I have been able to accrue quite a lot of PTO from this company so far, so I will be using that for this next week or so. Which means I won't technically be leaving until Friday.
What? So you're not gonna be gone tomorrow?
And like most other situations, when someone puts in their letter of resignation, they are putting in their 2 weeks and don't have to leave immediately.
Well, whatever. And just to forewarn you, you're not getting any money for leaving this company. No package or nothing. Idiot!
Currently, Mr. Connors is watching over this conversation we've had.
What? Kelsey! Yo, answer my dang calls. I've been calling and messaging you so many times now.
What? Is this you, Kyle?
You have time to check your dang phone. So why haven't you been doing so this whole time?
I noticed that my phone was lighting up a couple of times, but now that I had a look at it, 500 missed calls? That's a little scary, Kyle. Should I be worried?
I had to because you wouldn't respond to me.
I'm sorry. This whole morning I was very busy and did not have my phone on me as it was in my desk.
Huh? Busy?
You heard from the CEO already, right? I'm going to be changing jobs to one of the sister companies to this one and will not be coming back here afterwards.
That's right, I know about that.
So I've been talking with that company and making sure that I have everything ready for the move over there.
What is going on with you? How come you haven't been fired yet after you were just chewing out a member of the CEO's family? And why the hell are you able to move over to that sister company which is much larger than this one? Why?
I was actually supposed to be moving into that company about a month ago or so.
What?
And while I was getting myself all set up to leave here, Mr. Connors came to me about something. He told me that he was having to take one of his problematic family members and would need help with them. So he asked me to become the trainer and said that I'd have to wait a month or so before I could leave to go to the sister company.
Problematic family member?
But considering that you have not been able to take your responsibility for your new job here, Mr. Connors has decided that he has no other choice but to let you go.
What?
Which now means that I no longer need to train you anymore and can't begin my move to the sister company. We had that talk a few days ago, the CEO and I. So there you are, Kyle. Do you feel that you're all caught up now?
Why am I being let go? Me? Family of the CEO and the next CEO of this company?
Perhaps you should be asking someone like the CEO that question and not me.
What?
I'll let him know right now that you are wanting to have the talk with him. So please, give me a few minutes.
Kyle. Hey, do you know that it's the wrong choice having me fired, right? The reason I came here in the first place is because I'm next in line to become the CEO, right? If you were put at the top of this company ever, it would only be a matter of days before the company went completely under. What? I've heard from your dad that when you were working for him, he had to talk to you 3 times about how you'd be fired for the way you acted in the workplace. 3 times. This all has been talked about throughout the entire family, and we now all call you the problematic child. Well, before you were fired from your dad's company, he came to me asking if I'd be able to take you on, and maybe even put you in your place. He came to me crying and begging for me to take you, Kyle. That's when I finally gave in and told him he could send you my way, and I'd figure out something to do with you. Really? I didn't want you coming to my company after all the things I'd heard. But I am your uncle, and so I have just as much responsibility for you as the rest of the family. I thought that at first there would be some hope for you if you got the proper training and were put in line. But it seems that your attitude is too strong, even for the best of my employees. And now, I regret taking you on. I never thought that you would come into my company thinking you'd become the next CEO after me and could act however you wanted, coming in late your first 3 days here. But what? I'm the next person in line. And I just said you were not. I'll have you know that the next person in line to becoming the CEO would never be late to work. What? I really thought that by putting someone like Kelsey in charge of you, she'd be able to knock you into shape with all her warnings and everything. Ugh, you don't have to come here to work anymore. What? Wait, that's not good. If I lose my job here. You were in debt with your dad, right? Before this, you had gone out with a married woman and her husband asked for a settlement from you. You cried that you had no clue she was married, but there were texts from conversations with her saying you wish she would just leave her husband and take you. You were also found stalking a college student, and she asked for a settlement from you. You tried to fight that as well, but there was video evidence of you on campus following her back to her dorm room. And since it was on the first floor, You would sit outside her window at night tapping on it. In the end, your dad was left having to pay around $60,000 to those two people for what you had done, because you had no money at all after spending it on things like the strip club and video games. I know a lot about you, Kyle, so don't think that you have anything else that you can say to me that will change my decision here. But please, let me stay in your company so that I can make all that money back. I promise after I've paid my dad, I will leave your company and go find somewhere else to work. Not happening. Why not? When you came to work your first day, you repeatedly asked Lexi to go to a hotel near here with you. Wait. I had no idea at the time that her husband is the son of the company's biggest shareholder. That has nothing to do with what I'm saying. The problem here is that she did not want to go out with you and told you many times, yet you proceeded to ask her over and over again. I could not allow someone as dangerous as you to stay in my company, since I had plenty of people that I need to protect. Then from now on, I'll take my job seriously. I won't talk with any of the female employees anymore, and I will no longer bring anything up about being the next CEO in line. So please. Now, allow me to introduce you to your next place of work. Huh? Kelsey was the one who recommended this place. Now, I wasn't so sure it would be a good fit for you at first, but then again, you haven't been working very well in an office-based environment. So listen, this is your very last chance at staying a decent member of the society. If you cannot even behave yourself well here, then you are going to be screwed and will have to figure things out on your own. What? Huh? You will be moving into a dormitory, so please get all your things ready to move by the end of the day. I've asked the owner of that company to go and pick you up from your house, so expect them to be here soon in a black SUV. What the hell? What company? You'll know when you get there. I'm scared to go there without knowing anything. I'm sure you are. Good luck, nephew.
The company that I recommended the CEO send Kyle to happens to be a granite mining company out in the middle of the mountains, where he'll have to stay for 6 months at a time and will work hard. It just so happens that Kyle knew the owner of that company, as they are close friends to his family. And when he pulled up to the housing area, the company's dorms in the black SUV, he came out to see them, waiting for him, and then he screamed. It was so loud of a scream that it made people's ears ring. And once Kyle had been brought to his room, some of the other employees came to check on him, and that's where he began to learn that this company hired a lot of ex-convicts with the goal of turning their lives around. They all asked Kyle what crimes he had committed before, only for them to learn that he was sent there for being a massive brat. A little while after starting his new job there, I heard about how Kyle has been tasked with one of the worst jobs in the company, and that's having to carry chunks of granite back and forth between the crushers for 8 hours a day. From what Mr. Connors told me after he had let go of Kyle, he contracted to work for that company for 3 years in order for him to pay off the debt to his father. All I can say to that is, good luck, Kyle. As for myself, I was able to leave Mr. Connor's company now too long after Kyle was let go, and now I'm working for the sister company, which is much larger and a lot more strict as well. The CEO here happens to be Mr. Connor's aunt and is soon expecting to leave her position as the CEO, really soon so that she can retire. A few good words had been put in for me about my accomplishments before, and about how hard I had to work with Kyle and try to train him for 3 days. With all of those things combined, the CEO had asked me if I'd like to take her position when she retires. And, well, we'll just have to wait and see if I want that kind of responsibility or not. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought about this story.
Hey, Harvey. I'm at the airport. We landed about a half hour ago. I'll be heading home soon.
Welcome back, Melanie. So how was your vacation? Did you have a good time with all your friends? I bet it was nice to catch up.
Yeah, it was nice.
Should I head over there to pick you up?
No, don't bother. We're all pooling our money and taking a taxi from the airport.
Oh, okay. Well, take care. See you soon.
Before you go, there's one more thing I want to talk to you about.
Oh, what is it?
I want a divorce.
What?
If you just do what I tell you and agree to the divorce without a fight, I'll let you have full custody of Alina. What do you say? That way we can have an amicable divorce and both go our separate ways.
Hold on, Melanie. If this is a joke, it's not funny. I mean, come on, you just got back from your vacation and now you're suddenly divorcing me? Are you being serious?
Dead serious. I want a divorce.
Well, can I ask why?
No.
You've got to be kidding me. You're genuinely gonna drop this huge bomb on me and not even tell me why?
Yep. If I have to give you some reason, I guess I'll say this much. Over the course of this vacation, I've realized that I've been held back way too much during our marriage and want to be free again. How's that? Are you happy?
Held back? What are you talking about? Of course that pathetic excuse for an explanation wouldn't make me happy.
Well, happy or not, we're getting divorced. The thing is, though, my parents are both dead and I don't have anywhere else to live, so until the whole divorce process is settled, then I'm gonna keep living at our house. We'll be living together, but living our own separate lives.
That's ridiculous!
I'll move into the upstairs guest room that your grandma lived in for a while before she died. There's a bathroom up there, but I guess we'll have no choice but to share the kitchen and shower.
I don't believe this. You're serious?
I already told you. Dead serious. Just know that I'm not going to do any of the housework for you, and I'm also not doing anything for Alina anymore. She's your problem now.
Okay, that is one step too far. It's one thing if you don't want to have anything to do with me anymore, but Alina is your daughter. How can you do that to your own daughter at her age?
She's in high school. She'll be fine.
Fine? Just what does fine mean to you?
Ugh, you are being so obnoxious. Harvey, grow up. We're getting divorced, and that's final. End of discussion. Don't ever speak to me again under any circumstances. Hey, Dad. Are you out of work yet?
Oh, hey, Alina. Yeah, I just got into my car right now. What's up, honey?
Well, it's about Mom.
Oh, no. What did she do?
It's not that she did do something, it's that she's not doing anything. She came in the house a bit ago, walked straight up to the guest room, and locked the door.
I'm so sorry, Alina.
And I got to thinking, and I realized that she hasn't actually said anything to me at all since she got back from that vacation she took with her friends. Did something happen to Mom?
Unreal. She's too much of a coward to tell you to your face.
What's going on, Dad?
Listen, Alina, we need to have a talk. How about you and I go out to dinner tonight? I'll tell you everything then.
That's fine with me, but what about Mom?
Don't worry about her. I'll be home in just about half an hour, so go ahead and wait for me at the bus stop on the corner, okay?
Okay, Dad, if you say so.
You listen to me, Melanie. I know you're never gonna respond to this, but I'm still gonna give you a piece of my mind. You want to abandon this family and everything we've built together? Fine. You want to lock yourself in the guest room until it's over? That's fine too. But god damn it, Melanie, do you not even have the decency to tell your own daughter about what you're doing to her? What kind of a miserable, pathetic coward are you? We might be moving toward divorce, but as of right now, you're still my wife, and you're still Alina's mother. You won't be my wife for much longer, but you will never stop being Alina's mother. You need to be an adult and take responsibility for your own actions. Talk to her face to face and tell her exactly what's going on. Hey, Alina, how are you doing?
Hey, Dad, I'm all right. But you're really getting divorced?
Well, technically, there's nothing set in stone yet, but that's how things are looking. It's just like I told you over dinner. Based on the way she's acting, I need to prepare for every possibility. I'm gonna talk to a professional to look into things for me.
You're talking about a private detective, right? You're gonna see what she's been doing lately?
Yeah, that's right. Who knows, maybe it'll be a waste of time and there's nothing fishy going on at all. But I'd rather know for sure than stay in the dark like this. And while that's going on, I can't let your mom know anything, so whenever you want to talk to me about her, even if we're both at home, could you please text me?
Sure thing, Dad.
I know you're a senior in high school, and between graduation and college applications, you've got a lot on your mind right now, so I'm sorry to have to drag you into this.
It's okay, Dad. I mean, sure, it's kind of weird going behind Mom's back like this. But I know that as hard as it may be for me, it's way harder for you. If there's anything I can do to help you out, let me know.
Thanks so much, Alina. Hi, Melanie. Just letting you know, Alina and I talked about her college plans, and she's already submitted her application. This is a conversation that I wanted to have between all of us, but you've been going out at all hours of the night lately, so I've never had a chance to talk to you. If you want to know what Alina's college plans are, you can go and ask her yourself. I know you're bound and determined to abandon all of your motherly responsibilities to her, but I shouldn't have to explain to you what sort of emotional toll that's going to take on her going forward. Think about that sometime.
Hey, Dad, do you have a minute? It's about Mom.
What is it, honey?
I was thinking, you know that vacation when Mom said she was going with a bunch of her friends? Do you think she might have actually been going with another man?
Huh?
I know this is really sudden. One of my friends has an older brother who was married, but one day his wife went on a vacation that she said was just with a group of her friends. But she was actually going with her boyfriend. He found out, and that was what caused their divorce. When she told me about that, I just thought, well, that sounds kind of like what Mom is doing.
You're a smart girl, Alina. I just got the report from the private detective I hired yesterday, and there was some information about her vacation inside.
What did it say?
Well, it turns out that she actually did go on that vacation with a bunch of her old female friends from school. But
what?
the but is kind of a long story. How about I take you out to dinner again tonight?
Wow. That's all I have to say. I was wondering what you might say, but I never expected that.
I'm sorry you had to hear all that. But it's the reason that your mom and I are 100% going to get divorced now. I thought that you deserved to know the truth since it's going to have a pretty major impact on your life moving forward.
I know, and don't worry about me, Dad. I'll be fine. I was already mentally prepared for the possibility of having to change schools anyway, so does this mean you're gonna make your big move now?
Yep. You've got a break from school coming up, and I thought I'd wait until then to take care of everything in one fell swoop. It's all gonna happen pretty fast, so be ready.
Gotcha. I will be.
It's been 3 months since you started completely shutting Alina and me out. We've been living in the same house, but we've become like total strangers. I think it's safe to say we're not a family anymore. And for the record, I think the thing that ticks me off the most is how you've basically stolen the room that my grandma lived in for all those years. Especially now that your betrayal has come to light. How could you, Melanie? How could you have an affair with Alina's homeroom teacher?
What?
Your vacation with your friends 3 months ago? All of you were cheating on your husbands and all of you brought your boyfriends along. It was all a scheme to hide your infidelity. This way you could all serve as each other's alibis in order to avoid suspicion. You all got on the same plane together and headed to your destination. Then when you got there, your boyfriends were all waiting to pick you up. You had your fun separately, then when it was time to come back home, you all met up at the airport and came back together.
Oh no.
And your plan would have gone perfectly, if not for one small mistake. You were having so much fun out in the open with your boyfriend, free to move about and do as you please without the fear of being caught, that you ended up staying one extra night and wanted to get married.
But
there was one little tiny problem, of course. You were married to someone else. If word got out about your affair, it would put you in a world of trouble. So you came up with your next shameless plan. You would demand a divorce, then cut off all contact with me and Alina in order to keep yourself from slipping up and spilling the beans.
Oh, this can't be happening.
Well, it is, Melanie. You thought you could keep your infidelity from me if you just clammed up, but it didn't work.
How did you figure all of that out?
I hired a private detective.
A private detective?
You've been meeting with your teacher boyfriend from time to time, giving each other updates on how the situation was going with your respective spouses, right? The detective overheard one of your little meetups.
How dare you hire someone to follow me around? That is not fair. That's an invasion of my privacy.
I'd say you lost the right to complain about fairness and privacy when you used your privacy to cheat on me and betray your family.
I can't believe this. Well, how about this? I'll break up with my boyfriend, okay? I'll break things off with him, and then we can be a family again. Oh, that would fix everything, right?
Are you joking? That fixes nothing. Thanks to your fling with her teacher, Alina is too embarrassed to show her face around school anymore.
Really?
She asked me to let her change schools, so I talked to the school administration and made it happen.
She changed schools this close to graduation?
Yes, and it's your fault. Don't forget that. As for me, I also requested a transfer from my company.
What would you do that for? Wait, don't tell me. Alina's changing schools and you're getting a transfer? Are you gonna move?
Not going to. Did.
What do you mean?
We already moved. Thanks to you locking yourself up in your room every day, you didn't even notice what we were doing, did you?
I had no idea.
Everything that's left in that house right now is your stuff. I'm putting the house up for rent starting next month, so pack everything up and get out of there as soon as possible.
You can't do that.
Remind me, whose name is on the title? Oh, yeah, mine.
Harvey, don't do this.
I'll be suing you for child support for Alina, so I hope you can get yourself a good lawyer.
A lawyer? I don't know any lawyers.
Oh, and let me tell you just one more thing. Alina's getting a new phone with a new number, so don't bother trying to contact her anymore. Even if you could call her, she won't pick up for you.
But I'm her mother.
I'll be getting a new phone soon too, so from here on out, anything you want to say to me will have to go through my lawyer. Goodbye, Melanie.
Wait, don't go. Please, let's talk about this. You can't really be abandoning me like this, right? Come on. I thought for sure I wouldn't get caught. I thought I could get divorced quick and easy and be with my boyfriend. Why is this happening to me? Harvey, answer me!
Now that the extent of Melanie's betrayal was totally out in the open, my excellent lawyer had everything he needed to get me awarded full custody of Alina and hefty child support payments from Melanie. Oh, and I sued her boyfriend, Alina's teacher, for his part in their affair as well. We also gave a full report to the school, and they said that they would be taking strict disciplinary measures against him. But wait, there's more. If you recall, all of Melanie's friends who went with her on the trip were cheating on their husbands too. And now every single one of them is in the same boat as Melanie. Since all of the children in their marriages were over 15, they got to choose which parent they were going to stay with, and they obviously all chose their fathers. So now, what were these women to do? They destroyed their marriages, their families, their friendships. Some moved back in with their own parents, but most of them ended up getting disowned and kicked out onto the curb. As for Melanie, she has no family, like she said, and her savings were eaten up in child support. So she had no choice but to keep working in her same workplace, though now she has to suffer with the knowledge that every one of her coworkers knows she's a deceitful, cheating sleazeball.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.